welcome to another action-packed night of the VSpeed Contender Series, brought to you by NEPA Towing and Recovery, Mean Dean's Automotive with Greer and Associates, Butt Kicker, and as always, powered by Nitro. All right, so tonight brings us to Bristol, baby. Tonight, these trucks take on the short track of Bristol. Duke it out in the bowl here. I am sure that this week's official races haven't been the greatest in the world. What I've seen in practice so far, these guys have actually been pretty decent. So I think we'll have us a good race in tonight. Now, of course, Bristol Motor Speedway is a really good track to actually go watch a race at. It can get a little boring in real life, but other than that, it's actually a fun track. I've been to it a couple of times, so definitely if you get a chance to get out and partake in a race out there, beautiful country, definitely want to try that out. Now, last week, we were at the Rock. Definitely exciting racing there. Strategy played a factor, but it would be our current points leader and the person that you just watched run their qualifying lap, Mr. Hunter Kent, walk away with the win. Second place, Stephen Massey, which is second place in points. And first top three podium of the year, Mr. Daniel Monahan. Now, I tell you what, I really and truly thought that Keith Hackney was going to pull it off. He tried and tried and tried, but it was the strategy of Hunter Kent making that one stop. But Steven was coming. He was on the two-stop strategy, but Hunter and a couple of other guys stretched it out and made it on one stop by saving right from the jump. But it was pretty good race, pretty exciting race. Tonight I think will be the same. So definitely want to stay tuned for that. They are currently out qualifying, as you see right now. Mr. Hunter Kent's sitting at the top of the charts. So while we wait for these guys to run their laps, let's go ahead and give a little love out to our sponsors. Guys are amazing, and it's us going every week. First one, we'll start out with season's title sponsor, Joe Zader and NEPA Towing. Joe Zader been a sponsor for the series for a while now. Another one that's been with us now, Mr. Greer is associated with Mean Dean, but they've all been together previously in our previous seasons as FRT Motorsports. They've decided to take a little rest with that, and now we're going to promote Mean Dean's Automotive with Greer and Associates. you have it, our two major sponsors. Of course, we can never forget Nitro, Mr. Russ Bear and crew over there, Johnny Taylor, and that group over there making some killer setups. But definitely, if you need a market for a good group to just hang out with, or just a good setup in general, take a look at Nitro setups. There you have it. Qualifying is over. And we have a new person for the season on the pole, Mr. Jim Johnson. Like Keith Hackney's going to start on the outside there. Hunter Kent and Daniel Monahan, his first two rows. So, of course, with every week, Sam, a race control, gives these guys a little talking to, make sure that everybody's on the same page with the rules. So that's what they're doing now. So while they're doing that, let's take a look at the points. So currently, we have Mr. Hunter Kent at the top. 178 points. Mr. Stephen Massey close behind, not too far back. And second with 263. Matty D. Clark in third, 222. Mr. Ryan Lang at 201. And past season's champion, Mr. Ron Thompson, fifth. Rounds out your top five. Jason Holsworth, Richard Holland, Brandon McCaney, Daniel Monahan, and Mike McConville make up the rest of the top 10. All right, and there you have it. Qualifying's over. Everybody's out, making a few test runs. See if they get those last-minute adjustments in, and then we will go racing. Now, I'm hoping that my trading paints is not messed up. I can't see Hunter running Junior Motorsports on the Dodge truck. So I'm not really sure if he's actually running a paint tonight or not. As we watch our points leader have a little bit of trouble coming out of fourth. But it does appear everybody else's paints seem to be okay. Good. Ron Tom. Oh, we got a big old pile up on the backstretch over here. That's good. Kind of thinking it maybe a wide trade paint working. I know I did an update today. Okay. race started. All right. Well, that will be it. Get ready to get the Chevrolet Pace truck out here and get these cars or these trucks ready to roll. I kind of think tonight got Anthony Promoter in the field. Anthony's going to be a good one to watch. We got Mr. Jimmy Babb starting up there in 5th place. Or I'm sorry, 5th place in speed there on that last little go round there. Oh no, he's starting in 5th. Yeah, he is starting in 5th. I really and truly just don't know about the sprayed and paint, so I apologize ahead of time. I'm sure it's got something to do with the All right, so tonight on the pole, Mr. Jim Johnson. Outside of him is going to be Mr. Keith Hackney. Second row is going to be Hunter Kent, Daniel Monahan. Third row is going to be Jimmy Babb and Mike McConville. Fourth row is going to be Ron Thompson and Ryan Lang. Fifth row is going to be Anthony Promoter and Jason Holsworth. Next row is going to be Russ Bovair and Doc Stout. Tim Marlowe, Randy McCaney. Richard Malagani and Phil Gary, DeMarco Starks and Matt Smithers, Doug Chappelle and Timmy Longwood. Green flag is out. Looks like Keith Hackney gets a really good run off that top side up there. He's going to be able to jump down in the lead, and it looks like Jim Johnson is going to be able to protect that second spot. But jumped out to a...
All right, man, caution is out.
Already with a caution. Like 53, Daniel Monahan. Let's see if we can figure out what's happened here. All right, let's take a quick run through here. Monahan coming up through here. Hunter Kent right behind him. Like he just gets into the corner a little bit too loose. A little scary for the points leader right there. Like everybody's going to get around him. All right, great driving, everybody. Great drive. Up, 83 gets into him at the last moment. Wow. So I hope that is not a sign of things to come. Caution's still out here. Trying to reload these paints to see if I can get them. It's still nothing. Well, I'm assuming that maybe there is some update issue. Alright, so lights out on the pace truck. We're gonna have Keith Hackney, Jim Johnson, and Hunter Kent and Jimmy Babb on the first two rows. Nice to see old Jimmy Babb up there making us old guys look really good. Pace truck is off.
Green flag, green flag.
All right, Keith Hackney gets a great jump off the start. Johnson, it's like Jimmy Babb is going to be able to settle into third place here, right behind Jim Johnson. And we all know Jimmy's the ace at these short tracks, so I would not be surprised to see him in the top three tonight, that's for sure. Mike McConville making a nice little run up here. And of course, series past champion, Mr. Ron Thompson, right there with him. And then here he comes sneaking up. Got Mr. Anthony Promoter already up to 7th. And Mr. Ryan Lang back here, on 4th place in points. Now I don't see 3rd place Mr. Matty D tonight. So it's definitely going to be some points implications for him not making a race. Mr. Jason Holsworth behind him, running in the top 10. And a good run from Mr. Tim Marlowe. He's running in 10th spot. Let's see, it looks like the 33 truck. Figure out what happened to Mr. Matt Smith. All right. Like him and Chappelle was running right here together. Looks like he came up. I wasn't quite clear. Kind of got across the nose of Doug Chappelle there. Nobody else involved. All right, so it looks like Keith Hackney decided to come into pits. That's going to relegate the lead to our current points leader, Mr. Hunter Kent. Now, of course, Bristol's one of those tracks that's been around for a while. They broke ground for it in January of 1961. This track's older than me. That's old. course, it's just a teeny bit over a half mile. The turns are anywhere from 24 to 28 degrees. Pretty steep little incline there. Of course, the fastest truck series fastest truck series lap was turned by Christian Eckes, 2023, in the Uno 200. Now for the Xfinity or the O'Reilly series, got Cole Custer in 2019, and the Cup Kyle Larson in 2008.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag's back out. Mr. Hunter Kent gets a good little start there on Jim Johnson. Anthony Promoda has powered his way on up to third place here now. On the outside of Jimmy Babb. Got that middle line just working pretty good there. We got Jason Holsworth and Ryan Lang duking it out back here. Looks like Ryan's running a Dodge too this season. Now, Keith Hackney came into the pits, but he is already back up to 7th spot. Right now, that's your race. This guy's 1, 2, 3 here. Got Anthony Promoda up here settled in the 3rd spot with his eyes set on Jim Johnson. So back here behind Keith Hackney, we got Richard Malagani in 8th. Got Daniel Monahan in 9th. Richard McConville. Mike McConville in 10th. Got Mr. Russ Bovair right behind him in 11th. Mr. Ron Thompson behind them. And look at that. We got Mr. Doc Stout right there with them. Doc putting on a good run. Mr. Phil Gary. Five Glove Mafia. Mr. Tom Marlowe behind them. Brandon McCaney. We got Matt Smithers behind them. Of course, he was tied up in that little bit of a wreck earlier. He's recovered pretty nicely. Got DeMarco Starks right behind them. And Mr. Doug Chappelle. Back up front, we got Mr. Hunter Kent still leading the way. Jim Johnson and Anthony Promoter go back here for second and third. Anthony trying to make that high line work, get a good run off the corner. Almost got in the gym there for a second. Then left the door open, and Anthony thought better of it. Didn't push it. It could have been bad. Like Ryan's falling back a little bit. So Keith Hackney was able to get around him. So was Jason Holsworth. Still up front. Mr. Hunter Kent leading the way. Oh, the one person I don't see here tonight that really shocks me is Stephen Massey. That's really going to make a difference in his points. This may end up being a drop week for a lot of people. Anthony Promoter's doing everything to try to get around Jim Johnson. Jim Johnson into the wall. We can go back and take a look at that. Let's go ahead and look at this one from our chase angle. Anthony gets on his outside. Up. Oh, came up and he wasn't quite clear. Put both of them into the wall a little bit. Him a little squirrely. Wall keeps him from going around. Wow. That's definitely going to give Hunter Kent a pretty good little lead here. At about a 1.2 second over second place. Back here, 7th, 8th, and 9th. We got Monahan, McConville, and Russ going at it. Like Russ is going to be able to get around McConville on the outside in there. Back up front, Mr. Hunter Kent. That's a 56 out of 150 laps. We got Mr. Hunter Kent, Anthony Promoter, Keith Hackney, Jason Holsworth, Ryan Lang, Jimmy Babb, Richard Malagani, Daniel Monahan, Russ Beaubear, and Mike McConville round out the top 10. Kind of settled into a groove in the race now. Let's go ahead and give out love to the sponsors once again, since everybody's being pretty nice. A little side-by-side action. Keep it towing and recovering. All the trucks are pretty spread out at the moment. The close racing currently we have back here with Jimmy Babb, Monahan, and Ryan Lang. Yeah, right in front of Anthony Promoter as well. Anthony must have got a little hurt in that exchange he had with Jim Johnson. Yeah, looks like got a little damage on the right front there. And Jimmy Babb running that outside line. Looks like Monahan's going to be able to get around him. Like Monahan's going to be able to make that pass on Promoter. That's for fourth.
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is out.
Uh-oh. Like Russ is involved with that one. Let's see if we can figure out what happened here. Bar chase here. All right. Rush coming into two here. Trying to go around Ryan Lang on the outside. Is a little loose all up by himself up there in the marbles. Little loose, flips it around right in front of Richard Malagani. Not a whole lot of damage. I think they should be able to continue on without too much problems. Of course, that's going to bring everybody in pits. And definitely be able to finish the race. Not sure what happened here. I don't know if Hunter messed up on his pit stop or what, but definitely lost the lead. So after that round, it looks like Mr. Keith Hackney is going to inherit the lead here. Hunter's going to be mired back in the pack. Back in 10th. Green is out. Like Keith Hackney gets a good jump once again. He's definitely got those starts down. It's like Jason Holsworth is going to be able to hang on to second. You got a hard charging Ryan Lang trying to take away third from Anthony Promoto. Mike McConville right behind them. He's been having a good run tonight. Looks like that top has definitely got it rolling. Ryan was able to take over third.
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is out.
So it's like the 53 involved once again. Figure out what happened. All right. Do a little far chase here. So it looks like got him and Jimmy Babb side by side here. Just kind of loses the back end. A little bit of net code right in front of the points leader. Hunter Kent gets all kind of damage here. Collects several trucks. Wow. That's bad. Jim Johnson was involved. Richard Malagani's involved. That's going to hurt. Yeah, it's going to be definitely a few people walking away from here with some bruised egos. while they're under caution, go ahead and give some more love to Mean Dean and Andre Greer.
Green flag.
All right, green flag is out. This is Keith Hackett gets another good start. Keith Hackett just takes off. Gone. Got a whole gaggle back here. Mike McConville on the outside of Brian Lang, trying to take over the third spot. Like he's going to be able to make that move stick. He's making a move for the second spot underneath Jason Holsworth. I don't know if he's going to be able to get around him here. That top's pretty fast.
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is out.
One more time, caution's out. Not really sure what happened with this one. Let's try the 9 truck. All right. Gonna be a little self spin into the gas a little too much there on the exit, and around she goes. Bit of tail scrape. No big deal. Just that Bristol bounce going on. Not a whole lot of problem there. Only truck involved. We had 56 to go now. Looks like the leader's going to choose to come in, which will Mike McConville inherit the lead. There's several trucks on pit road. Got Timmy Longwood out, Jim Johnson out, Gary out, Chamalagani out, Matt Smithers out. Looks like Randy McCaney, Daniel Monahan, and Doug Chappelle still sitting on pit road. like we're gonna have Mike McConville and Ryan Lang on that front row. And look at that, the two old guys in the field. Jimmy Babb and Mr. Doc Stout on that second row there. All right, pace truck is off.
Green, green, green.
All right, green is out. Mike McConville gets a pretty decent start there. Ryan Lang's going to choose to stay on that top side. Jimmy Babb come charging on the inside. Yeah, look who's creeping up now. Mr. Russ Beauvais in that 4 spot. Once again, huge pile up in the back. Let's see if we can figure out what triggered that. All right, so we'll ride along with Richard Malagani here. Looks like Ron Thompson just kind of gets into the fence and gets sideways and kind of causes a chain reaction there. Hackney almost involved, but DeMarco Stark's got a piece of it. Doc almost got involved there, but looks like he was safe. Go back up and get a better idea. Looks like it was a little further up. Here we go. All right, so this makes a little more sense. We have Doc and Ron Thompson. Looks like Ron gets up into Doc there. It's turned into the wall. Slows them down. Gets him sideways coming down the track. Lex Richard Malagani back up into Tim Johnson there. Yeah, what a mess. So the lights are out on the pace truck. 48 to go. We have Mike McConville leading, Ryan Lang in second, Jimmy Babb in third, Jason Holsworth in fourth. Rounding up those two top first two rows. Got Anthony Promoter and Matt Smithers, Doc Stout, Tim Marlowe, Marco Starks, Russ Beauvais round out the top 10. Truck is off.
Green, green, green.
Mike McConville gets another good start. Once again, Ryan Lang decides to stay up top. Jimmy Babb battling on the inside here. Jason Holsworth trying to go up top to get around Jimmy Babb. Anthony Promoter right there behind him. So his truck must not be hurt that bad now. Jimmy lets Jason go. Now he's got Anthony on his bumper. Matt Smithers bouncing back. Up front, got Mike McConville. You got Ryan Lang that's starting to put the pressure on. I think he wants to get up here and control this race, try to make up some points on this, on his two teammates. Ooh, Anthony Promoter gets a little sideways and into the wall. Jason Holsworth coming on strong here towards the end. Oh, Jason gets a little sideways up top there. He's able to collect it and keep going. That puts Jimmy Babb back up to third again. Is tonight going to be the night? Get a podium for Mr. Jimmy Babb. Matt Smithers is battling back. Jimmy came to play tonight, man. He's battling for second. Him and Matt Smithers are going at third now. Got Russ bouncing back. Russ is up in fifth. Like Smithers is going to be able to make that pass up into third now. Of course, Kent, he's got to be hurt because he's just definitely not on pace with those other trucks. Still, Mike McConville, we're going to see a new race winner tonight. Run up front for the most part of the night in the top three, and been controlling the race here for the last quarter of it anyway. Ryan Lang's doing everything he can to get up there. Matt Smithers is coming on strong. As it looks right now, we may have us another entirely new top three. Nose to tail, Mike McConville, Ryan Lang, and Matt Smithers. Jimmy Babb. And then we got Russ sneaking into the picture. Great racing up front all night long. Really nice to see other people up front. Yeah, with 20 laps to go. Still, Mike McConville, Ryan Lang, and Matt Smithers. Jimmy Babb, looks like Hunter Kent's done moved into the top 5. I must have spoke too soon because Hunter Kent is coming. He was a half a straightaway behind just a few laps ago, and he is now in 4th place running down these guys. There he goes, trying to battle for the 3rd spot for Matt Smithers. Also got Phil Gary back here with a really good run. All kind of new faces up front tonight. Just 15 to go. Still, Mike McConville, Ryan Lang, and Matt Smithers. 1, 2, 3. Hunter Kent, Jimmy Babb, Phil Gary, and now Tim Marlowe in the picture. Getting serious now. Hell of a battle for 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th right here. Jimmy Babb is driving the wheels off that truck. Takes back over the 3rd spot from Matt Smithers. And here comes Hunter Kent right behind him. And in the meantime, we missed the pass for the lead. Ryan Lang's going around Mike McConville. Is it going to be Ryan's night with 10 to go? Oh, Jimmy Babb tags the wall. Like gonna be another good night for Cascade Hollow. There we go. Hunter Kent banging on that rear bumper of that 51 truck. Is Hunter Kent going to be able to do it? He's only got a few laps to go. Oh, not what they wanted to see. like Matt Smithers involved with that one. See if we can figure out what happened here. All right. Coming across the start-finish line here. Like Matt Smithers dips down in the 81, just gets right into that left rear. Takes him right up and collects Jason Holsworth in the process. Definitely something those leaders are. I know Ryan Lang did not want to see that. It looks like everybody came on pit road at the 31 and the 81. By the time we go back green, it is going to be 3 to go. So this is definitely going to be an interesting finish. We'll see if those fresh tires are going to do anything for these guys. What's going on here? I don't know what's happening with Tim Marlowe and the 9 truck. Well, Tim Marlowe's going to choose to duck on the pit road. That's going to put teammates on the front row. Mr. Ryan Lang on to lead him to green. Oh, Mr. Tim Marlowe got the EOL is what happened for causing that accident. Jimmy Babb still running up there in the top 3. Phil Gary was coming pretty quick there at the end. Like Knox in the top 6. Pace truck is off.
Green flag, green flag.
Ryan gets a good start. And all he's going to need is 2 more to go. And here comes Hunter Kent on the outside, just powering by. Jimmy Babb's going to try to go on the outside of Ryan Lang. Look at that. 1 to go. And there you go. Mr. Hunter Kent for the win. And Mr. Jimmy Babb in 2nd place. I can't believe it. That was an amazing run for Mr. Jimmy Babb. I am so proud of that old man. And of course, let me fix this because we need to see this. We need to see this ending here. And my dumb butt just did not take it off an instant replay. I apologize, but these couple laps will be quick. Look at Ryan Lang gets a good start, but then Hunter Kent just powers around the outside. Not sure what happened to Ryan. But Jimmy Babb just goes around on the outside as well. Phil Gary gets to the outside of Ryan. That's what you have. All right, let's get these guys up in the booth. right. Okay. All right, so we're gonna start with Mr. Phil Gary first. Mr. Phil Gary, first time in the booth, man. That was a good run, brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you very much, man. I was just talking to my teammate there, Doug, and man, I'm telling you what, I raced my tail off for that race.
Man, you were flying at the end. I said, man, look at Phil with that run tonight, man. That's awesome to see all of the new people up at the front there tonight. It's a really good run, man. So, what do you think attributed to your great run tonight?
Man, I tell you, I'll run the official. I've never been real good at Bristol here, and I run the official Monday night, and I finished sixth. And I'm telling you what, we worked on the setup some more, made some adjustments, and this thing has just been a rocket ship. It starts out kind of rocky. You got to be careful getting back to it, but after that, dude, you just let off and plant it. But it's on a rail.
That's amazing, man. Well, it's good to have you in the booth here for a change. Seems like you're one of those people, kind of like Jason Holes, where every time you turn around, you're getting messed up in somebody else's mistakes.
Man, that's my deal. It goes every time. Be like, yeah, I got a good race going. Boom. Nope, it's over.
Yeah. Well, you've never been up in the booth before, so what we do is we give you a chance to give out any shout outs that you would like to thank any of the people that you're associated with.
First and foremost, I'd like to thank God, and then I'd like to thank all my teammates. We work hard trying to get these things together. We spend some time trying to get out here and compete. Five Lug Mafia, we're looking for Timmy. I'm sorry, I'm pulling a blank right now. Timmy, Doug, and Richard couldn't be here tonight. But yeah, man, this shout out to everybody that took time off for their schedule to sit and watch the broadcast.
All right, good deal. Well, there you have it, Mr. Phil Gary. Tonight's third place finish at Bristol Motor Speedway. Now next week we'll go to left and right. How you think you're gonna do there?
Well, I've done fair there in the past. It's not, like I said, road coursing with these things I hadn't quite narrowed down, but I've done real good at Chicago. City road course there. That was I was impressed. Or the last road course we did. I can't think it was Chicago, but
Right.
I done pretty good there. And I'm hoping to do the same thing coming up next week.
All right, well, there you have it, Mr. Phil Gary. We'll see you next week in Circuits of America.
All right, man. Thank you for your broadcast, and thank you, VSpeed.
All right, buddy. Have a good one. My man, Mr. Jimmy Babb.
What's up, buddy?
Man, you drove the wheels off that thing tonight.
Yeah, it was I've been working on some different stuff this week because I've been, watching everybody run the bottom, run the bottom, run the bottom, run the bottom, and I just decided I'm gonna work on something that it's gonna work the middle and can work the top, and that's what I did, and that's kind of stuck with my game plan. I didn't anybody that pressured me, I kind of gave them the space because I knew once they started parking it at the bottom, I was gonna go around them the top, and that's what we did, except for obviously Superman here in the 52.
Right? Yeah, he come flying through there like a you know what. Well, man, I wish Andre would have been in the booth with me tonight, man. He'd have been proud of you.
Right. Yeah.
So
it was a really fun race. It was I know we had a few cautions and all that, but believe it or not, I think Hunter can attest there. At least on my end, there was a lot of give and take.
Oh, yeah.
It was some good racing.
Yeah, there was some really good racing, especially toward the last third of the race up front. Some really good racing, some new people up front we haven't seen up front this season. So that was refreshing to see. I was really impressed with Phil Gary's run there toward the end. Man, he was flying. And then, of course, Ryan, I don't know what happened to Ryan. Ryan is just he just fell off a cliff there. So I'm not sure if he was getting low on fuel.
I can tell you what happened. He ain't got no right rear tire left.
Yeah, he was He was definitely wheeling that thing earlier in the race there. What are you gonna race next week on the lefty righty?
I might be sick next week.
I kind of figure I'd hear that from you, man.
Yeah, I might be sick next week, but the following week I'll probably feel a whole lot better.
Feel a whole lot better. Oh, there you go. You been doing any regular racing, real racing?
Yeah, we practiced this Friday. Well, last Friday for this coming up week, our open nights. Saturday at Langley with Doug Warner and Limited Late Model, and then after that, me and Chris Johnson are going to Toledo, Flat Rock, and whatever else is on the agenda. We got 3 weeks in a row there.
Oh wow, road
then,
trip.
And then, yeah, and then back to Langley with Doug at Langley, and then we'll run South Boston in the late model stock car with Doug. So I got
cool. Got a full
I got
schedule
a lot
there,
of
man.
stuff coming up. Yeah, you know the deal.
Yeah, you see, they're getting closer and closer for Southside, man. Lynn and them been doing some really good work over there.
Oh, it'll happen. And from what I'm hearing, it's not junk. I mean, it's gonna happen.
Right. Well, I think they're waiting to do it right, and I don't blame them. They've been waiting long enough that if you're gonna do it, you might as well do it right. So.
Yeah, and I think also, once like the buzz of it's really going to reopen hits, they're not going to have any issues with sponsorships and all that. I mean, it's going to be, dude, they're going to be throwing money at the front door.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the car store there. So.
Yep. It'd be a good place to do it.
It really would. It would really be a good place. I don't know. Maybe Dale Jr. make it happen.
It'd be a good day for me and Chris Johnson to field a late model.
Right. All right, buddy. Well, since we won't see you next week, we'll see you the week after.
Thanks, bud. Appreciate it.
All right, buddy. Have a good
job,
one, man.
Hunter. Once again.
Freaking great job, man. Man, I'm going to throw about another extra 50 pounds of lead in the back of your truck.
Take it to tech. 52 DQ'd.
Oh, good Lord, man. You come flying around Ryan like he was just sitting still, man.
Yeah, I mean, first off, how did we even win this race?
Dude, your stuff, when I seen you in that second wreck, I was like, man, this stuff is tore up. And then I just seen you back there kind of hanging around 6th, 7th spot. And the next thing I know, boom, there you were. I was like, where the heck did he come from?
Well, I kind of shot myself in the foot. I guess one of those cautions is not racing officials all week. Keith made a good point that I need to race officials more. But when the pace truck pulled out, I saw pit lane was open, and there's an orange box. And, you know, in NASCAR, you got to hit the orange box. And I was like, well, I'm not going to hit the orange box. And I thought that iRacing was going to penalize me for it. So I completely missed pit row, and everybody came down. So I
wondered what happened. Yeah, I wondered what happened. I put
myself in that position, having to come back down pit road, and then that put me back there in the pack. And we were fine, but, you know, Bristol, how the track just gets congested real quick, and everybody just piles in. It's just the nature of the game. And I think we had a minute and 30 seconds of damage, so those cautions let me come down, and I couldn't take tires because I wanted to get all the damage fixed. So I think took 2 cautions. We got all the damage fixed. Then we were finally able to put tires on it at some point. I think there towards the end. And man, when I started coming through the field, I was like, I have a chance to win this race. Right. And I got to third, and I tried to. And I guess Mike saw me. I was just ripping the fence. I was like, I've got no other option. I'm just gonna rip the top and rip the middle and see what happens. And then Mike figured that out and started dumping all that dirty air on me.
Yeah.
So I started throwing it low on him, and then I get aero tight. Then I try to throw it low again on him, and I get aero tight. Then the caution came out. But man, racing with Jimmy and Mike, and then Phil up there, man, Phil did an amazing job. I looked in my mirror at one point, and I said, dude, Phil is coming. Yeah. I was like, he is a rocket ship right now. And if he gets to me in this race stays green, I can't hold him off. There's nothing I can do.
Right.
But racing all those guys up front was a lot of fun. I hate that Ryan didn't come down pit road right there and take tires.
Right.
Because I feel like he had that race won. And if the caution didn't come out, I feel like he still had the race. But all in
Yeah.
all, it was a lot of fun, man. If you'd have told me, I don't know, lap 70, I got a minute 30 seconds of damage, I'd come back and win this race. I tell you, you're crazy. So.
Right. Well, I tell you what, man. Let me ask you something. Is there an issue with trading paint? I tried reloading, trading paint, all kind of stuff. It has your Junior Motorsports paint on your truck, or is that what you're running?
No, I'm running the Joker truck again.
Yeah.
I think we're three for three in the Joker truck now.
I tried reloading. I tried clearing the darn old paints out and everything. Man, I couldn't get trading paints to work with the crap tonight. I don't know if it's just something from the update, because I did an update earlier. That
It could
last
be.
update, so I don't know. All right.
It
Well,
could be. It's no big deal.
well, at least you go into another track that you like next week too, and go left and right.
Yep, going to another road course. I think we got 2 more left on the schedule. I think it's this one in Watkins Glen, I think. So.
Glen, yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
turning left and right. I like it. I love Coda. You know, the long course right there. It's one of my favorites. So
Right.
let's see if we can put the Joker truck back in victory lane again.
All right. Well, there you have it, Mr. Hunter Kent. Another win in the pocket. The champion from last season is showing why he's a champion. We shall see you guys next week at Circuit.